Last time I went to the dermatologist, he told me, that the skin of a person has 7 layers. Not 1, not 2, 7 layers. So I asked the doctor, what's the reason there is 7 layers for the skin of the person? He says, I don't know why there is 7 layers. But I'm telling you, there is 7 layers. Later on in life, I learned about the Zohar HaKadosh. The Zohar HaKadosh says, how many surrounding lights every neshama has? You have neshama, you have lights that surrounds that neshama. It's called Or Makif. How many Or Makif, how many lights every neshama has? 7 surrounding lights. So I understood then, what's the reason the body has 7 surrounding layers? Because the body is always the mirror, which is the physical thing, the mirror of the spiritual thing. The spiritual is the neshama, that the neshama has 7 surrounding lights. Therefore, the Arizal says, how many days a person is supposed to sit avelut on the relative that passed away, he goes to Olam Haba. How many days you're supposed to sit avelut on him? Says the halakha, 7 days. So why 7 days? It says because every day when a father, mother, somebody lo alenu goes away from this world, he doesn't go, dies and he goes right away. It doesn't work like that. You didn't come to this world in a second. You came to the world in stages. You were not right away coming to the world. You had to develop yourself inside the mother's womb. Same thing whenever you're leaving the world. It doesn't happen right away. It takes time for the person to leave the world. So how many days it takes for the neshama to leave the world? 7 days. It says why? It says every day the neshama of the person, that the father, let's say the mother, wherever it is, they were living in a certain house, wherever they lived. That's the place they used to live. It says after a person passes away, every day once the neshama with 7 makifim goes to the grave, wherever you bury the father. He leaves 1 makif over there. He comes back to the home with 6 makifim, with 6 surrounding lights. Second day goes again, puts the second makif by the body, comes back with 5 surrounding lights. And the third day, 3 comes back with 4, 4 comes back with 3, 5 comes back with 2. 6th day he goes with 6 already, comes back with 1. On the 7th day he goes the last one. Now is ready to go up to the Shamayim. It says since still the O Makif of the father is in the house, the children that's sitting avelut on that father have to show respect. The father is still here. He didn't go away right away. That's why on the 7th day, says the Arizal, it's very important for the children to put a stone, which is the matzeva for the father, le'ilu nishmato. So what's the reason on the 7th day? It says because matzeva is the chair for the neshama. By halakha, how tall considered to be something to be a chair? For example, right now, avelim, 7 days, not allowed to sit on a chair. What is a chair? Halakha says minimum height of a chair is 1 tefach, hadzin kulak. How tall is hadzin kulak? 8 centimeters, 8 centimeters. Something that is taller than that, it's already considered to be a chair. That's why avelim has to sit on the floor. If they have a backaches, they say, okay, put something in the back. But the original is supposed to be avelim on the floor. That used to be in Bukhara. If you remember Bukhara, avelim used to sit on the floor. There was no chairs, there was no anything else. I remember when people told me in Bukhara, this used to be, and anywhere else. There was avelim on the bezemin. That's how it used to be. Yes. So now, says halakha, the matzeva is supposed to be the chair for the neshama. How big that matzeva, that tombstone, Magila Evo, how big it's considered to be, how thick it's considered to be a chair, what we just said, Hajin Kulak. That's why it's supposed to, person's supposed to go, you guys supposed to, today 7th day, go today to the store and buy yourself a matzeva, stone. How big the stone? Thick of the stone, Hajin Kulak, 8 centimeters. At least. It could be bigger, it could be a big chair, but at least this size. How wide halakha considered to be a chair? 3 kulaki. 3 fists. Means to say at least 24 centimeters. 8 times 3 is 24 centimeters. How long is supposed to be the chair? Also 3 tefachim, 3 centimeters. So you have to have a stone which is 1 tefach high, 3 tefachim wide, 3 tefachim long. This stone you're supposed to put on the father's head area on the 7th day. Says the Arizal, on the 7th day, all the 7 makifim are there. It's ready to have a chair. If a person doesn't put chair for the makifim at that time, chas v'shalom, says the Arizal, the evil is taking this neshama. Chas v'shalom. Lo alenu lo alechem. That's why it's very important that on the 7th day, why people go up to Serichok, to the cemetery? For why are you going there? just to look at the sand and come back. No, you're going over there for this reason. People forgot this. What they're going? Oh, seventh day I have to go to the cemetery. Why you have to go to the cemetery? There is no any other purpose you're going over there. The only purpose you go to the cemetery is to put that stone. If people went over there that they didn't put the stone, they missed the point the way they went over there. That's why it's so important, the Arizal says, to put it on the seventh day on the head area, not on the legs, wherever the head. And this is the chair that you're putting in honor for the neshama of your father. That's, it says halakha, after you're going to order the big stone, the black stone, whatever stone you guys are going to put, make sure you don't put any picture over there. It's forbidden to put pictures. Not in the front, not in the back, not laying, not standing, doesn't matter. So what's the reason it's so bad to put pictures? Huh? It says, you know, your father, when he goes away from here, to Olam Haba, he wants to pray for you. Halakha says, if you have a picture right now over here, I want to put a picture of Rav Ovadia Yosef over here, beautiful picture. Can the kahal pray towards the picture? Huh? Not allowed to. Lo ta'aseh lecha pesel, v'chol temuna, second commandment. Torah Chogavarit, Nimish, Prava Malitza, Spirit Fatagafi. You go to Yushvo, what they do whenever this picture, Chinese tell you? Why is that krivai? Because you cannot pray in a place there is a picture. Says halakha, right now the neshama of the father wants to pray for your success, for his children's success. But if you guys put a picture over there, what is it going to be? As a picture, you cannot pray over there. So it comes out that the success of the children is going to be reduced because they put a picture for the father's grave. That's why it's very bad for the person to put picture for the father, for the mother, whoever it is. He's thinking, I'm doing a kavod, I'm doing an honor. Opposite, you're doing a fuchten kavod. You're harming the neshama of your father, and because your fathers get harmed, your mazal gets harmed. Because your mazal depends on the prayer of your father. So therefore, the real matzevat, nastayash matzeva, this is the tombstone you're putting today on the seventh day. The whatever you're going to put later with the fancy things, with the whatever you want to do, make sure you don't put pictures over there. Besides the picture, the tombstone you're going to have, the black one, the white one, whatever color you're going to put, make sure the tombstone you put today, which is the rock, this one you don't throw to the garbage, because this is the real one. The one that you put the fancy one on top is just for the fancy, but the real one is this. So what do you do with this? You cannot throw it away. It's called tashmish hamet. You cannot be making a bizayon to this. You have to dig it into the ground and put the big stone on top of that stone. This stone has to be always over there because this is the real chair for the neshama of your father. Yiratzon, that your father is going to be le'ilu nishmat, in Gan Eden ha'ilyon v'chen yiratzon v'nomar amen.